So, just in case Dad's recordings don't get everything in, I'm going to do a little bit now. So, we're on our way to the premiere of Tell Them of Us William's Story. Dad, have you got the tickets?
Yes, I've got the tickets.
Mum, have you got your tissues? No. Because apparently people have cried at this, but...
Well, you might have told me.
Bag.
I've got no tissues.
And it's 42 minutes long. I'm very excited. So, we'll see how it goes. Bye.
Hello.
Hi.
So, you've got a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us your name?
My name's Saffron.
Saffron. And what do you do, Saffron?
I am a makeup artist, Adam.
That's very nice.
If you remember,
I do
put
remember.
mud on your face
I
as
remember
well.
very well. I've only just washed it off.
Yeah.
So, how did you get involved with makeup?
I did an advert for post-traumatic stress disorder with Pauline September 2014, and then she asked me to do this, so
That's
I did.
cool. Wow. So that's it. It's all about networking.
Yeah, definitely.
Make some friends.
is, yeah.
So how was it being a part of such an emotional?
Like, best times of my life
Yeah.
being with you guys.
It was fun, wasn't it?
You're so
In Gatwick
dopey.
Airport, every 10 minutes a plane going over. That was fun.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
that was fun.
Patch
I
the
felt
dog.
really bad for Alex.
Bless. Yeah, sound was an issue, but to be a part of something like this with so many different people was pretty cool, isn't it? So what's next?
I was actually up much later than I should have been last night talking about insurance and possible business partnerships with a Lincoln company.
Your
So-
usual Friday night, gents, ladies and gents. Wow, that's cool. So that's exciting future. That's cool. So why don't you go follow her page, people? What are you doing? Go follow. Subscribe.
Hello, Adam.
Hello. Hi,
Do you
Saffron.
want to introduce what part you play?
Yeah, my name's Adam, and I play William Crowder in Tell Them of Us.
And are you excited to see it?
Very excited. A mix of excited and nervous.
Why are you nervous?
Just because I don't like watching myself back. And I don't think any actor does. It's just awkward and cringy and yeah. But again, it's also a mix of excitement and honour to be able to be a part of something as amazing as this is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Have you got any comments about what you're expecting?
Just a lot of tears from what I've heard. It's been a bit of a tearjerker. It's obviously with the mix of the documentary style and speaking to William's grandson and then the fast forwarding to when he was old and writing his memoirs and stuff. I heard that it's a very touching moment. So it's going to be a mix of action and a mix of lots of Kleenex, I think.
We didn't bring any tissues.
Oh
so...
no, I have one to use my sleeve. I can share. It's a spongy sweater, so it's all right. It's fine. I'm used to it. I'm working in Skegness at the minute. I'm used to that. Don't always matter. But no, yeah, very excited, very nervous, but yeah, an honour, an honour.
Let's do it.
Let's sum that up. Woo!
Woohoo! Okay, so would you like to introduce yourselves?
Okay, I'm Bryony Hooper. I was the co-producer / first AD / pyrotechnics for the film.
Lot of jobs.
Yeah.
I'm Alex Pollard. I am the sound man and was the sound man, and I will be editing the sound of the film as well.
So, did you guys enjoy the film? Because you saw it this morning, didn't you?
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it,
Really
actually.
enjoyed it. It was
Favourite bits?
amazing. Pyrotechnics, all the explosions.
That was it.
I think I could be really sort of egotistical and say my favourite bit is the one bit I edited on that, which was the artillery coming in. But I'm not actually. That's only because it's the thing that I'm excited to work on. Whereas my actual favourite bit I think is Robert Holland sort of speaking about his family, and it sort of really,
Yeah.
It's really emotional.
really, it was really heartfelt as
Yeah.
well. And he's.
What was your favourite bit about the process of filming? When we were away, what was your favourite joke or,
Who was your favourite
effect or-
person? Who was your favourite makeup artist on the set?
Well, there's only one right answer to that.
Well, yeah. That's how you swing it. I don't know. What was your favourite bit of it?
Oh, mine was meeting everyone. Like, I never met you before. I'd worked with you.
You'd worked with me before
Yeah,
on a
but
film. I was
meeting
your
new
sound man.
people.
I can't
Filming
decide
things.
whether the bus was better when we were thinking of alternative film titles, shall
Yes.
we say.
I don't even. But the thing I remember about the bus journey down. So this is filming in. I'm now explaining on your video. Filming in Crawley, wasn't it? No, Gatwick.
Yes, Gatwick.
Filming in Gatwick.
Yeah.
The airport was
Literally
there.
on the runway.
We were on the runway. No, it was I think my favourite bit of that was driving down and going over the Dartford crossing just as the sun was setting
Yes.
over London.
Yes,
it was
that was good.
it was glorious. The city over to your right, and I had Tom's camera at one point. He gave me his camera, and then Mason took it off. He says, "You're the sound man. You're not allowed to do that."
I think I have that picture on my Instagram for some
Hey.
I think that was my favourite. I've enjoyed all of it really. I
Yeah,
enjoyed the
it's
whole
been
process.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just spending time with good people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makeup girl especially.
Right, any additional comments?
I'm looking forward to actually getting. I'm editing the sound for this week before the DVDs come out, and I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, having watched it, because there's bits that need doing with the gunshots and stuff. But I'm really looking forward to the DVD and people getting the DVD and being very happy with it because it's already brilliant and it's not even had the sound edit done yet, you know. So I think I'm looking forward to people enjoying it.
Good. Okay, so would you like to introduce yourself?
My name's Alison Hinckley, and I was involved with the film Tell Them of Us, and then with William's story later on.
Do you have a favourite bit of the film that we've just seen?
I think the scenes that we did in Lincolnshire in the field, so they were the scenes with the German army coming over, basically because it was the biggest part I was involved with. But the whole fun of setting that up and turning what was a very ordinary field in Lincolnshire into a World War I scene was very, very good.
Definitely. I think all of the pyrotechnics were
Yeah,
a
fantastic.
great joy, especially watching Nick run so gallantly through the fields with his hair flowing.
Absolutely.
He,
I think the later shots of him, the director flying backwards and forwards in amongst the smoke and the sticks and everything else
he's
were
just
great.
so majestic. It is the hair, I think.
Very much so.
So, favourite part of the process?
The people, actually, as much as anything else. I've met a whole diverse range of people. I mean, never you and I would never probably have met.
that's true.
From the point of view of just having great fun working with a fantastic team, yes, definitely the people.
Good. Anything else you would like to say?
I've learnt a lot, tremendous amount. I think everybody should have a go and take part, and we've got other projects planned for next year. So yeah, come along and help us.
Well, give Pauline a prod to keep her favourite makeup artist.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. We had the Prussian army around your little finger.
Well, I seem to have got the Scots. So.
Yeah, no, it was a good time, wasn't it? You went into Surrey, didn't you? You went and took part down there, yeah.
Yeah, rubbed a lot of mud on everybody.
Absolutely. Okay, no, it was fantastic.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
My name's Nick Loven and I'm the director of Tell Them of Us at William Story.
And I'm Lydia Stanashek and I was script supervisor on one of the shoots.
So, are you pleased with how it turned out?
Yes, very pleased. It's quite a sort of a well sort of distributed through the year range of shooting and of different styles. So we've had simple kind of bucolic stuff with the families, and we've had really intense war-y bits in the trenches in two separate locations, and we've had the interviews as well. So pulling it all together in an edit hasn't been very easy, but yeah, I managed to fit it in amongst other jobs, and I think it's turned out really nicely, and the audience seems to really respond to it, which is good.
Yeah, I think Nick's done a really great job. It all ties together very nicely and it's very watchable and really compelling. So,
Do either of you have a favourite bit of the film? Or?
I quite like the VAD scene in the hospital right here in Stanhope Hall. I need to sort out the sound because it was very difficult recording sound here.
Yeah.
I shall get Alex to do that. Yeah, I just like it. It's just a nice little neat vignette, little story within a story.
I like all the explosions.
I'm the same as you. Do you have any other planned works? So,
Well, tomorrow I'm filming a short film for a museum.
yes, Pauline spoke to me about that.
the 18th century woman getting dressed.
Yes, picture comes alive.
Wow, your sister's a lot older than I thought she was.
Yes, my sister is playing the 18th century woman.
Any work in the line for you?
Well, I'm helping out tomorrow, but I'm primarily not a filmmaker, so I get to tag along to all the awesome shoots and have all of the fun and none of the responsibility.
That's the best bit.
Do you have any additional comments?
Just really grateful for all of the help that everyone's given in making these films. It's been lovely to meet so many wonderful people, and I hope to work with them all again.
Yes.
I chime in with that.
Cool. Thank you. Okay, so if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Robert Holland, and I'm the grandson of William Crowder, who's the main character in the film tonight.
You and your granddad seem to have a pretty close bond. What was he like as a grandfather?
He was really great fun, actually. He was more of a father to me, actually, because my dad died when I was 11, and Grandpa really took on the role of educator and father to me. We lived in Birmingham, but spent every summer up here, the long summer school holidays. We used to come at Christmas as well, so this is Thimbleby and this area around Lincolnshire is second hand to me, really.
So, do you think that the production that's been made, is it how you wanted it to be?
How he would have wanted it to be.
Well, yeah.
I would think so, yes. He was very interested in the theatre, and in fact had been an amateur actor between the wars. So anything that showed his life through that sort of medium would have been utterly fascinating to him.
No, I thoroughly enjoyed the film. Did you have a special favourite part of the process?
Well, my involvement was really in the first film, Tell Them of Us. As you probably saw, I just had that walk-on bit. So blink and you miss me. But I suppose my main role was providing the access to the family archives, all the photographs, and the written material which the scriptwriters based the script upon.
How did you feel when you kind of first started reading that exercise book with all of his notes about the war?
Well, as I say in the film, I knew very little really about his actual activities during the war. We knew he'd been decorated. We knew that he'd been involved in the early part of the German Spring Offensive in March of 1918, but we didn't know the chapter and verse, and we certainly didn't know a lot of the details about how his brother had died. But the package had arrived, had all the correspondence from my great uncle sent to his mother, my great grandmother, and she copied it out in her own handwriting because obviously it had been written at the front on rather flimsy paper in pencil. We've got one original letter left, and it's quite muddy and very flimsy. So she'd obviously rewritten it as perhaps as an act as much of preservation as remembrance, and those were quite. Although he didn't say a lot about what he was doing, he couldn't have done because of the censors, and he may have actually been protecting his mother from the horrors of what was going on. They were fascinating as a viewpoint into that particular part of history. He talks about the way the French were working in the fields, obviously because of his agricultural background. And then there were the letters that eventually my great-grandmother got back from the army, and various people who'd actually been with my great-uncle. And those were shocking to read, just the devastation of human life and the way all these young lads were just mown down by hot metal flying through the air. So that was, it was a big emotional shock to read it. But I'm very glad we got it. In a way, I'm glad my grandfather never spoke about it while he was alive, because otherwise we wouldn't have had such a good record.
Well, no, I think it's been an amazing process, and I'm very honoured to have been a part of it. And I thank you very much for sharing your grandfather's story. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Well, I've heard that this evening that there is actually more footage that was shot for William's story, the sequel. Mainly interviews with Chris Lawrence, who's a friend of my uncle's. And it's not really for public consumption, but it sounds fascinating, and I think it's going to be something that families ought to be really interested in, because he was a great friend before the war and after the war with Uncle Bill, who's William Crowder's son, and has a great insight into the family, and probably can tell it more like it is than the people who, you know, like my mother or my aunts, who find it difficult to be objective. So looking forward to that. And it's a privilege really to have a team of people, including yourself, giving all their skills to our family story. I mean, not many families have one film made about them. We've got two. So brilliant.
I'm very, very honoured. So thank you for allowing us to work on the project. Thank you for letting me interview.
Thank you.
So we're home now from the premiere, and it was really, really good night. I really enjoyed myself. Didn't get to see all of the cast and crew that worked on the film, but I got to see a few people, and it was really, really lovely to catch up with them. Yeah, the film was amazing. Definitely enjoyed watching it. It was very informative and emotive, and it was lovely. So yeah, early night now, work tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like and subscribe if you did, and I will see you soon.